Make the most out of your time at work
with Karen Gately,
leadership and people management specialist.
Karen, I don't think we've had a time like this in recent history where there's been such upheaval in our working lives. And never before have you been more important to us. Good morning.
Good morning. That's entirely true. You know, I think the vast majority of people in one way or another, their lives have been impacted and changed. And, you know, we're obviously having to be, operating in very different ways.
When our attention generally at the workplace is meant to be on the work that we're doing, it's hard at the moment to cut out the rest of the noise. You know, there's this constant stream of information coming through. We need to interpret that and how it's going to affect our lives and the lives of people we care about. So keeping focused is a difficult thing to do, especially as our work conditions are changing. Let's start with people that are still in a physical office, but maybe there's less people around. How do you stay focused when you don't have your co-workers to keep you on track?
Yeah, I have a few of those clients I know because, in Zoom meetings I can see that it's pretty much them in this massive place.
Yeah.
And, for them it's really about having, and I think regardless of what environment that we're talking about, it's about actually having a clear purpose of why they're in the office, what do they actually need to get done. And for a lot of those people they're telling me that it's actually far more productive, because you don't have a lot of the people coming past your desk and stopping by and having a chat. And, but the downside of that is the loneliness, the sense of isolation. It's so quiet in here, So again, the more that we know ourselves, the more we can, take steps to accommodate that. So, for example, some people, it helps to put some music on around you, create some energy and some life in the building itself. Whereas for other people, that's going to be distracting in of itself.
Yep.
So for those people, it might be more around making sure that we've got a to-do list and that we're really focused on the time. Hit the work I need to get done, smash it out, move on. So again, it really just depends on what environment are we in and who are we as a person and how do we get the best from ourselves in that particular scenario.
Well, I suppose if you're someone that loves music, you can pump Power FM and you can sing as loud as possible and there's no one there to tell you to shut up.
Exactly right.
Now, Karen, okay, well, the next type of person is someone that's changed from the physical office to working from home, which brings with it, you said, okay, the people at the office may have less distractions, but at home there's more, particularly if you've got kids. All of a sudden you've got these extra bodies to take care of while you're also trying to focus on work. How do you make that happen?
Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't want to sound naive because I am a parent. I've gone through the whole raising young children path, and I understand that depending on how old they are, that can be challenging. But, as soon as your children are old enough to have a conversation, then there needs to be some rules of engagement set up for the household, around what it is that you need to be able to get done. Older children hopefully will also have schoolwork and, other things to be keeping them occupied. I heard a very sweet little girl the other day tell her mum, well, this is good. This will give me an opportunity to practice before I'm in high school and I have to organise myself.
Don't give everyone else the expectation that that's what kids will be like, because there will be parents saying, that's not my child at all.
I know, right? But I just wanted to share with the parents that sometimes it happens. Sometimes some little human goes, oh, I know, I can leverage this. So, again, it really just depends on how old are our kids, what's the kind of work environment. I've got families that I'm working with who are, both parents sitting at the kitchen table trying to get their work done with kids running around. So the best that they can do is negotiate some rules with the kids, is to work in what we're joking is like sprints. So sit down and with the two of them, they're even spending some time with their tag teaming because their children are quite young.
Yep.
So, giving each other sprint time to just hit this work, get this part done, while the other partner is looking after the kids. So never before has there been a time as families and around the world where we need to work as a team. We seriously need to work as a team.
Absolutely. And that's even the young people in our homes as well. We just need to really implore them to all help us out. Now, Karen, that's two types of people that both still have work, but with a retail sector that is flailing and with many Australians, just even in the last 7 days now being out of work or stood off for a period of time, how do you remain focused when you've got that devastating blow of all of a sudden being unemployed?
Yeah. And again, it would be naive to say, oh, just choose your attitude. It's simple. Clearly it can be incredibly stressful, but the only power you have is to choose what you're thinking about, what you're investing energy in. And whilst, right now it's highly unusual, it's not like normal circumstances where the conversation I'd have with someone is, get back out there and find a new role.
Yeah.
That's not always going to be possible in this climate until things obviously change dramatically. What I, again, encourage people to do is to focus on the fact that we are being challenged as the community to step up and to support one another. There's been some really positive announcements from the government in terms of support that are, is going to be available for people. So, again, now's not, it never adds value to panic. It never adds value to feel that we are hopeless. Because there is hope. There absolutely is hope. We'll come through this. So for those people, stay connected. Absolutely stay connected. If it's not possible to get work right now, then make sure that you're remaining in contact and having lots of conversations with people you care about, people you respect. Again, let's not presume that the world has completely come to a stop. I have customers who are hiring. Now, not all of those roles clearly are going to suit the people who have recently lost their job, for example, if they were working in hospitality. It's not necessarily that their skills are transferable. But again, don't limit your opportunity. Put your hand up, explore things, give it a go. If there are opportunities out there, then be open-minded to what you can bring to them.
Absolutely. Karen, I think there is so much advice to give in this situation. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do it all this week, but luckily we have you as a resource. We'll get you back in next Monday with many more important questions. Karen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that is Karen Gailey, our HR specialist. If you've got any questions for us, send them through to our Power FMSA Facebook page and we'll ask them next week.